Hello there, YouTube. Devin here again, and today I have an interesting kind of review for you. And now this is a review that was actually requested of me by another YouTuber. So he saw that I had a video on the Maglite. This is by 6cell Maglite. It's very old. It's a vintage Maglite, and it is a really awesome flashlight. It has a lot of sentimental value to me. It's obviously in very good condition, but there is one problem with the Maglite, and that is they are not all that bright. They have basically just this one tiny incandescent bulb in them, as you can see. So there's been a number of huge upgrades done to these since their inception, and one of those is the fact that you can upgrade them to LEDs with little drop-in kits like this. So a fellow YouTuber by the name of Matt Smith, some of you guys might be subscribed to him. I will leave a link in the description to his channel. He approached me to give an honest review about this product. Now this is the drop-in for a D-cell Maglite. It'll fit basically any D-cell Maglite. And this is a LED upgrade kit. So it's about 800 lumens. It's got one single little LED in it, as you can see there. It's a very nicely machined piece. As you can see here, I was actually really impressed with the quality of it. It's quite weighty. It feels durable, like you're not going to break it very easy. Like with some of the regular internal parts on the Maglite, as I'll show you, because in this video I'll be showing you how to install this kit and remove the parts that are in the regular Maglite. So he sent this to me and he's like, I'd like you to give your honest review on this product. And I'm like, okay, I can do that. I'll give you an honest review on what I think about it. And what I think it is considered to the value that it would cost to buy. So this would be about $70 with shipping for this piece. And now I was really impressed after taking it out of the packaging. For one, it was packaged very well, so I wasn't worried about it being broke or anything in the post, unless your post office is known for being incredibly excessive with their packages as far as roughhousing goes. The parts on it, once again, are very good. All the solder on them looks really good. All the parts look to be very nice quality, once again. And it seems to be a really nice, durable kit. So Matt Smith, this YouTuber who approached me to do all this, wanted me to have a nice review. He does have an Amazon store if you are interested in purchasing one of these, or if you have different versions of Maglites, or if you're looking for rechargeable type batteries or battery packs for your Maglite, different LED upgrade kits and different brightnesses and different sizes and stuff. He does have an Amazon store and everything like that as well, which I'm sure you can find through his channel. I will try to leave a link to that as well as in the description. And then after this video, I'm going to go leave my review on his little drop-in 800 lumen kit for the Maglite here. So first of all, for basically a $60 kit with $10 shipping and handling, we're just going to go off that. It's actually probably, yeah, about that. This is actually a really awesome upgrade for the Maglite. Because one thing that I have with the Maglite is, for one, the dome, as I'll show you, the little cone, the reflective cone in there. And a regular Maglite is plastic. This one is actually metal. And it's kind of nice to have that, because then you don't have to worry about breaking it and stuff, obviously. And then the bulbs in the Maglite, obviously bulbs are kind of fragile. LEDs are pretty durable compared to that. And the bulb would be very easy to replace, as they always store one in your Maglite here in the handle. So this is a cool piece of kit where you could have both if you need to. Because for those of you who don't know, when you get a Maglite, they store an extra bulb underneath that piece of foam right there. So you can just take the little screw-in piece of the Maglite and put it with the spare bulb underneath the spring that holds the batteries in place, and leave that in here for if your LED would ever break, you will still have a spare bulb that you will be able to put into your Maglite to make sure it keeps working, if for some reason the LED would break. But the LEDs are much more durable, much more longer lasting, much more energy efficient on your batteries than the regular incandescent bulb will be. So I'm going to flip the camera around here, and we're going to show you how to remove the bulb and the cone out of the Maglite here, and then we're going to talk about some of the negatives that the LED has. Because it does have some. I think the benefits far outweigh the cons, though. But for you, and depending on your situation, what you might prefer, I'm just going to make sure to cover everything here. So we'll flip the camera around now, show you how that's all done, and then we will show you how to some of the benefits and the brightness of the regular bulb, and then some of the negatives and the brightness and the positives of the new LED drop-in kit. So stay tuned for that. Alrighty, so here we are. First things first, here's the Maglite. As you can see, it has the regular incandescent bulb in it still. So there's about how bright that is, and this is in obviously a fully lit room. Now, one problem that the LED is not going to have, that this has, is the ability to adjust and focus your beam. With the incandescent bulb, you're able to do that. With the LED bulb, you're not able to do that. I don't know if that's really your thing or not, whatever, but like I said, if that is something you need to do in a situation, you always have your spare bulb to rely on down in the bottom of your Maglite there. So if that's something you need in the situation, you know that's going to be something that you really want. You could remove the LED drop-in kit and proceed to put that in. If that's something you really need. Of course, you will need to have the reflective cone somewhere for the regular bulb, because once again, you cannot remove the reflective cone from the LED drop-in kit and all of that other good stuff. So, but we will right now go and show you how to install this LED kit, as well as remove your bulb out of your Maglite. So the first thing you got to do is you got to take off your lens cap here. Alright, so don't lose your lens. Be very careful with that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to remove the cone. As you can see here, this is a piece of plastic. They're very prone to breaking. The Maglite casing is really where its durability is found. The internal parts, not the greatest, to be honest, but this still is actually a fairly strong piece of plastic. As you can see, it is plastic, though it does flex. So be very careful of that. And then the next thing you want to do is you would like to unscrew this, reach in here and unscrew this little silver kind of collar cap that is around the bulb. Now this piece is metal and is very finely threaded, but once that comes off, so this is the thing that you got to store with your bulb because you need it to hold your bulb in place. Then what you want to do is you want to grab the bulb itself, all right, and you want to kind of turn that, start to unscrew it. Be very careful. Very careful. And then once you get to this part where it's kind of stuck out that far, you can just pull it out. So there you go. There's your incandescent bulb removed. And now this is the part where I see the negative in this LED upgrade kit. So this sits in there and it sticks out that far. That's naturally how far it sticks in. You have to push it in. It's this kind of spring-loaded thing. So if you do ever want to change it, this will try to jump out of the flashlight like that. If you're not paying attention, it's kind of an item you have to fight in order to install. I feel like you could do it a little bit much lower profile so that it would just kind of sit in there. But I understand because you do need that kind of spring pressure to make sure that it has a good connection. But this just kind of seems a bit excessive for it to stick out that far. And when you go to install it, another thing that I'm worried about is when you're installing that now, and you just drop that in right where the bulb used to be, and you screw it down. That's about all the further it screws down, your mag cover over your bulb there, which is barely enough to engage the water-resistant little rubber O-ring that's around here. So it doesn't screw down very far, so it might leak. Which is something, if you're using your flashlight outside, you might need to worry about, because if it does get water in there, you could cause pretty significant damage to your flashlight. But here's one of the benefits of that by far, is I don't know if this is only the D-cell one, or if I just have one that's a little weird or whatnot, or if I can remove this one collar on it here that comes with it. If I can remove that and see if it gets any lower in the flashlight, might screw on a bit more. Doesn't, so tried removing the little spacer, but we'll put that back on then just so I don't lose it. And then But yeah, it's a very easy thing, just drops in, obviously. So that's where the bulb was. Where your connection is made right there in the bottom. Just make sure that that lines up. Drop it in, press down, screw it on, and here's the benefit of that. So this is, as you see, much brighter, but you can't focus it. So there I am, obviously turning it to focus the bulb. Doesn't change. It stays this very kind of beamish type focus as always. So if you need something where you need a little bit wider dispersion of light or something like that, this might not be for you. But it's an overall, I think for the money that you're paying, a very worthwhile upgrade for your Maglite. And I highly encourage you guys to actually determine for yourself whether you think this is, because while these, I have done my best to review this very quite honorably and make sure that it's a very realistic review, because once again there is some negatives and I want to make sure to cover those if there is any. But do any of those negatives affect me? No, not really. This is a flashlight I kind of use around the house. I might throw it in the car if I know I'm going to need it somewhere. But for the most part, this pretty much is a huge major upgrade for this flashlight for me, for what I need it to do anyways. And it probably will be for most of you as well. So if this is something you're interested in purchasing, I'm once again going to leave a link to his Amazon store and a link to his channel. And his channel has a bunch of different ways to get a hold of him and stuff like that. Once again, it is Matt Smith on YouTube. And I encourage you to go out and buy one of these upgrade kits, or many of the other flashlight parts. He's got a ton of different parts for tons of different things, not just Maglites, in his store and everything. And I hope it's something that you guys go and do, because I think this is a very worthwhile upgrade for your money. The LED is going to be much more reliable and much brighter, obviously, than the regular incandescent bulb in your Maglite. So if you happen to have a Maglite, he's probably got a bunch of other different stuff too. If not, I'd send him a message anyways to see if there's anything he could possibly do to help you, and all of that other good stuff. So if you're watching this, Matt, of course I'm going to send you the link to this video. I hope that you found this review very suitable to your taste, and anything like that. If there's or if you notice anything weird about the one specifically that I got, or anything like that, that you think shouldn't quite be that way, I'm open to working that stuff out. But that's just what I have after dealing with this thing for about a week, having some experience with it, actually trying it out in the dark. Being from the north here, it's the days are actually still getting shorter and shorter and shorter, so it is very dark outside most of the day. And so hopefully this is something that you guys quite enjoy, and I hope that it's something that you go off and purchase now, because Matt seems to be a very nice guy, and he runs a very good business and everything like that. And I'm going to give him a very good review on his drop-in upgrade kit. So hopefully you guys like this video. You subscribe if you like this sort of thing. I encourage you to go subscribe to Matt Smith as well, and go check out his store. And hopefully I can see all of you in the future videos. Bye-bye now.